Hey guys, welcome back. How is everyone? This video is the final one that I'm going to do for effects. I think I've taken you through most of, where the effects are and how to apply them and so on and so forth. So for this final video I'm going to look at affecting the entire instrument as opposed to just the individual groups. This is useful, for example, if you're working with a drum kit here. You can apply, say a reverb over the entire instrument, which I'm going to show you how to do now. So if we come up to the top here and click on the output faders, you can see it will bring up these 5 faders here. You've got your stereo master output and then 4 auxiliary faders. Now for these faders, this is kind of where you start working with more than one instrument. You can set up, say, auxiliary 1 for one instrument, auxiliary 2 for the second, and so on and so forth. But as I'm only working with one instrument up here, I'm going to just use auxiliary 1. So, I'll crank the volume up so you can hear it a bit. There we go. So as you can see, I've got a level on the master. Now to bring in auxiliary 1, I need to patch it in. This is easily done by coming down to this little box here, clicking on it, and then clicking on unavailable hardware output. You just click on that, 1 for 1, 2 for 2, you got it in stereo, and you've got auxiliary 1 routed. However, to build it, to actually bring the levels in, you need to do something else. So if I come up and close the instrument, it'll just give me a bit more screen real estate. So to bring in the volume from the auxiliaries, if we come over to the instrument panel, on the right hand side here, this little button here, aux, if we just click on that, you can see it brings up some basic faders for your auxiliaries. So if we crank that up, there we go, you can see I'm getting a level through there. And this will work on all the instrument. So that's how you've got the auxiliary fader routed in. Now obviously you can add effects and things to the master output, or you can add it to the instrument. I'm going to work with the auxiliaries for now. So just like inside the instrument, you've got your choice of filters, your choice of EQ, and your choice of effects. They have mixed the normal effects with the time-based ones for this. So let's just add a reverb in for now. There we go, you can hear that there. To bring up the reverb parameters, you just double click, and here we go. You can push up the volume on the wet, which sounds horrible, or you can bring up the dry, which doesn't sound very good either. Again, you got your pre-delay, your size, so on and so forth, and your classic bypass and preset. So there we go, you have reverb over the entire instrument now. Which is about it really. That's kind of the basics on how to route in an auxiliary. You can add in as many as you, add in, more effects, more of anything. And you can combine these auxiliaries. However, just working with one instrument, I was just using the one. For example, chuck a distortion on there and route it in. OK that. Bring up the volume. Can't really hear much. Bring up the drive. If we bring down the reverb there and push up, there we go, you can kind of hear it there. There's nothing to stop you from working on all 4 auxiliaries. It's just, in my mind, it's just easier to have one per instrument. So that's kind of it for kind of getting your instrument built, your group editing, and then bringing in your effects and your modulation and so on and so forth. So for the next session, or for the next video, sorry, we're going to start looking at key switching, switching between different groups and just kind of making more use of the MIDI keyboard. Again, with all these effects, go away, have a play around, have some fun with it. It's, you know, it's purely subjective as to what you want. So like I've said before, I've just shown you how to get there and what to do. So yeah, hope this has been helpful, and I'll catch you guys for the beginning of section 5. Take it easy.